Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a shocking revelation that's been making waves in the music industry. Usher, the legendary R&B icon, has finally opened up about why he distanced himself from none other than Jay-Z, and trust me, it's a lot darker than you might think. We're not just talking about the friendship between Diddy and Jay-Z, but the hidden side of their world that Usher witnessed up close. Could Jay-Z be involved in something far more sinister than we ever imagined? Let's break it all down and see why Usher ran from Jay-Z and whether he's really worse than Diddy. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you don't want to miss any of the details, because this one is going to get real interesting. There's a shocking turn of events shaking the world of hip-hop and entertainment right now. For years, people thought Diddy was the big bad wolf, the one with all the power, the connections, and the secrets. But it seems like we were wrong. Turns out, Diddy might not even be the top dog in all this mess. The real big bad wolf? Well, the rumors point straight to Jay-Z. What's crazier is the recent news involving Jay-Z that has been making headlines, painting him in a far darker light than anyone could have imagined. Jay-Z, for all his accolades and billions, seems to be facing bigger issues than Diddy has ever had to deal with. And it doesn't stop there. Word on the street is that Usher, one of the most respected artists in the game, has been running from Jay-Z. Now, we've all seen Usher and Jay-Z at public events, but have you ever seen them together, like, really together? You'd think after decades in the industry, there would be more photos, more moments of them hanging out or collaborating, but it's almost as if they've always kept their distance. But now, with everything that's coming to light about Jay-Z's past, and his connections to Diddy's dark side, we're starting to understand why Usher might have wanted nothing to do with him. If the rumors are true, this whole situation is messier than we ever could have imagined. For years, Diddy and Jay-Z were more than just business partners. They were close friends, confidants, brothers in the music game. Diddy even said it himself, in a rare moment of sincerity, that Jay-Z was the only person in the industry who could call him by his government name, Sean. Now, if that doesn't scream tight, I don't know what does. The two were practically inseparable. From parties to public appearances, it seemed like nothing could tear them apart. But behind all that, there are whispers. The kind of whispers that suggest Jay-Z knew everything going on in Diddy's world, the dark side, the shady dealings, the secrets no one should ever know. Now, you might ask, what exactly are we talking about here? Well, if you're paying attention, you'd know that Jay-Z and Diddy were allegedly involved in some really unsavory things that no one wants to admit. Let's take the infamous R. Kelly scandal, for instance. It's been rumored that Jay-Z knew what was going on with R. Kelly and chose to stay silent. Not only did he know, but people close to the situation are suggesting that Jay-Z might have been even more involved in some of the shady dealings than anyone ever suspected. We all know how powerful Jay-Z is. He's built an empire. But how much of that empire was built on questionable foundations? Then, there's Jaguar Wright, the whistleblower who's been dropping bombs about the Carters, including Beyoncé. According to her, Jay-Z and his wife are involved in things much darker than anyone would care to imagine. But these are just rumors, right? Allegations that people like to dismiss. Yet, as the walls close in on Diddy, it's becoming clear that Jay-Z's name is getting dragged into it, whether he likes it or not. But let's zoom out for a second. There's another layer to all of this, the story of Usher. If there's anyone who knows the ins and outs of Diddy's world, it's Usher. When Usher was just a teenager, his label sent him to live with Diddy in New York City for a year. This was no ordinary mentorship. It was what Diddy called Flavor Camp, a camp where young, aspiring artists would come to learn the ropes of the music industry. But what was really going on there? Usher has been pretty tight-lipped about his time there, but when he did speak out, the words were telling. He described his time living with Diddy as wild and curious. Usher was only 14 years old when he was thrown into this whirlwind, this lifestyle that most kids his age could never even imagine. He witnessed things that left him confused, unsure of what kind of world he was stepping into. As much as he tried to make sense of it, he couldn't. He said, "I saw it, but I didn't know if I could indulge in it. I didn't understand what I was looking at." Usher wasn't just talking about parties and the glam of the industry, he was talking about something far deeper, something unfit for a child to witness. Now, think about it, this is a young kid, barely a teenager, thrust into a world of excess, temptation, and all the things that come with it. Was this the kind of world Usher wanted to be a part of? Was this really what he thought the music industry would be like? Probably not. But, according to Usher, there was much more going on behind closed doors, things that no child should ever have to witness. When asked if he would ever let his own child attend such a camp, his answer was blunt, "Hell no." This isn't just about Diddy, though. It's about the influence that these powerful men, Diddy and Jay-Z, had over the people in their circle. Usher, despite the fame and fortune that came his way, realized that the price of success might have been far too high. He could see the darkness, the dangerous side of the industry, and he knew he didn't want to be a part of it. But what if Jay-Z was just as involved in it all? What if he was part of the reason Usher distanced himself? You see, Usher wasn't just a bystander in this world. He was a product of it. Raised by Diddy's influence, surrounded by the same people who might have been in the same circles as Jay-Z. But as Usher grew older, he began to see the cracks in the facade. He started to understand that the music industry wasn't just about talent, it was about survival. And to survive, you had to know who to trust and who to avoid. Usher's decision to stay away from Jay-Z isn't just a coincidence. It's a calculated move. Jay-Z has been tied to Diddy for decades, and there's no way Jay-Z didn't know about the dark things going on behind closed doors. And now, as Diddy faces legal troubles, the spotlight is shifting to Jay-Z. Diddy's recent arrest has brought back all the rumors and allegations about his past, and Jay-Z is feeling the heat. There's a lawsuit that accuses Diddy and Jay-Z of committing unspeakable acts against a 13-year-old girl in the early 2000s. Jay-Z has denied the allegations, calling the attorney who filed the case hideous and a fraud. But how long can he deny it? How much longer can he stay out of the spotlight while the accusations against Diddy continue to grow? The internet is buzzing with opinions. Some people are convinced that Jay-Z's hands are just as dirty as Diddy's, while others believe that being friends with someone doesn't mean you're involved in the same actions. But as more information comes out, it's becoming harder for Jay-Z to escape the shadows of Diddy's past. Usher, on the other hand, has remained silent. Since the Diddy indictment, Usher has kept his distance, staying out of the drama and keeping a low profile. Maybe he knows more than we do. Maybe he knows that the truth is far messier than anyone wants to admit. But one thing is for sure, this story isn't over yet. And with everything we've learned so far, it's only a matter of time before more secrets come to light. So, what do you think? Is Jay-Z really as innocent as he claims, or is he just as involved in the mess as Diddy? Only time will tell, but the pieces are starting to fall into place. What do you think about Usher's silence? Was he really running from Jay-Z, or is there something deeper going on? Let me know your thoughts because, trust me, this story is far from over. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to stay updated on all the latest celebrity news and behind-the-scenes drama, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on Usher's revelation and whether you think Jay-Z's involvement is deeper than we know. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.